Good day, everyone. We are the group from BSIT 3D. My name is Emmeline Villanueva.
And I am Vina Dizon.
I'm Ronaldo Carizon Jr. presenting a game using Windows Form application called The-Investigator. This video is part of our project and thus presented to our professor, Professor Reggie Tan, in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the course of software engineering.
The Investigator, Paths on Way Out of Bounds by Reference Limited, or briefly called as the Investigator, is an item search escape mystery game that revolves around a life of an investigator being assigned in one of the most unsolved mysteries in his time. As the investigation sets in motion, he discovered a clue that leads him to a place where he can never be found unless he could find the way out amidst paths out of bounds. The Investigator, Paths on Way Out of Bounds, or simply The Investigator, is a simple item search escape mystery game made from the VB.NET object-oriented programming.
We created this game as forthright as it could be for it to be easily understood by for target users. Furthermore, the developer's use of VB.NET is chosen for the intention of using a programming language that fits our area of comfort and expertise. The development of the Investigator Paths on Way Out of Bounds, an item search escape mystery role-playing game will include Save Game feature. This digital video game system contains a game-saving features for players to record and save their progress in a digital video game storage or database.
Chapter Select: the ability of a player to choose a specific chapter to play, but only the chapters are levels that the players have already finished. The players can go back to the very first chapter if they wish to, and replay the entire game all over again from start to finish.
Another feature of this game is point and click. This digital video game system features some point and click object hunt levels in which players will have to play the entire level looking for a specific item and clues using the mouse only.
Level of difficulty. It is a feature which allows players to manipulate an adjustable settings that controls how challenging a game is to play. This feature is composed of four difficulty levels which are easy, normal, hard, and insane.
Hints. Hint is the term used for indirect instructions in a digital video game. It serves as a helping hand in game. Small number of hints are given to players at the beginning of each and every chapters or stages. Hints can be used to gain some clues on finding specific objects or solving a puzzle.
And lastly is the storyline. We can see later, or as we play the game later, this digital video game system will have a storyline in order to satisfy the idea of a role-playing game in which players will play as the main protagonist. It will revolve around the life of an investigator, our main character, that is being assigned in one of the most unsolved mysteries in his time.
Before launching the game, we remind of the current developing stage the game is into, and that everything displayed and showcased in this video is still subject to change and improvement.
Upon launching the game earlier, we are greeted by the loading screen, which is supposed to show a few tips in playing the game as the progress bar loads.
Once the game is fully loaded, the game's menu is shown where the game proper and main functions are accessed.
Before trying out the game proper, we first explore the settings menu through the settings button. Right here, this is where the in-game operations such as the volume settings can be adjusted by the user.
Another button from the main menu is the chapter select, where the user may skip through the story and choose from a series of chapters of their choice in the game story, which will be further elaborated in the video.
The game also has a load game feature which lists all of the save progress of the users upon clicking the save button. Currently, it has no game progresses saved, but we will be showing how it works at the near end of the presentation.
Now we move on to our game proper, which is accessed through this new game button. The story cutscenes play out instantly. There is a skip button at the top right corner, which can be clicked by the user if they want to skip to the challenge part. The user can skip through the first story cutscene now and play the minigame.
For the meantime, we will watch our first cutscene in the story. The first minigame challenges the user to defuse a bomb within a time limit. As you can see, there is an instruction written above the game where it says that click to eliminate the, the 3 diffusing bars without hitting the 2 explosive ones. Think before you click for it can never be undone. Defuse the bomb before the time runs out. So if the user failed to defuse the bomb, the mission fails and the game would prompt the user to retry or to go back to the main menu. As seen in the screen right now, it says that the mission fails and it prompts the user to go back to the main menu or to retry the challenge again. So if the user tries to retry the challenge again, and if the user succeeds, another cutscene will be shown before the next minigame challenge.
Bomb has been defused.
As previously mentioned, finishing the minigame is followed by another cutscene of the story. As of the game's developing stage, this second item search minigame is the latest installment in the program, until more chapters and improvements are made. As was not mentioned earlier, was we can or the user can watch ad for hints. However, the user needs to have an internet connection when watching an ad to reveal everything. See, as you can see now here, that after watching an ad, a hint is shown on the screen that to look for a sharp, tiny black line. So that is supposed to be the first hint for the mini game challenge. As as previously mentioned earlier, the second item search minigame is the latest installment or the latest chapter in the program until more chapters and improvements are made. So for now, we can save the progress, the user's progress here. We can now use the save button so we can save the progress of the user and check out the load game menu we have seen earlier.
After saving the progress, we quit the game using the exit button, which simply closes the game.
We can see here that the user's saved game progress has been restored in the game when we click the save button.
That is all for our presentation of the investigator. Thank you for listening.